When I talk to other parents with special kids, several topics are the most common in our conversations. We laugh and cry, but most importantly, we share a valuable experience that could be helpful for other parents coping in similar situations. Topic for a good chat could be different, from daily struggles to solutions and wins. Today I'd like to discuss coping mechanisms that help parents to care for their disabled children. This subject is so broad that I decided to split it into 2 or more parts. Hi, I'm Julia from A Gift of a Special Child. I'm a mom of 2 children. My younger daughter Olivia, who is 5 now, was born with a rare genetic condition called Rett Syndrome. The purpose of this channel is to talk openly and honestly about daily struggles, the emotional challenges and mental barriers that arise for complex needs caregivers, and most importantly, how we can overcome them. If you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome and thank you so much for watching my video today. Please subscribe to get notifications of my newly released videos. I start with things that make it hard, that knock your back, because when you know those triggers, we can work on coping mechanisms. One of the hardest things personally for me to cope with is when Olivia is unwell or crying, and I just don't understand what's wrong because Olivia doesn't communicate. She can't explain or at least point. For us as parents, it's always a guessing game. Coping with that came with experience. We already know what potentially can cause the problems. I must say that parents of disabled kids become very observant with time. We notice even the smallest likes and dislikes of our kids. We know very well their normal daily state of being. Besides, we grow, as I say, a tougher skin. For example, when my daughter just started to have epileptic seizures, I thought I could die from the fear for her. I can't say that her seizures don't frighten me now, but they don't paralyze me. I know what to do. We have a clear seizure plan. It gives sense of control, and it makes it easier to overcome. Medical emergencies could be so overwhelming and draining that often parents feel they need medical help. Again, having an emergency plan gives parents confidence that they do everything right. If something happens, who do you call first? Who can look after your other kids if you need to go to the emergency with your sick child? What medications do you need to give? Maybe you need to get some training to be able to help your child in some circumstances. Maybe you have to have a hospital emergency bag ready. All of this you need to think through in advance to get yourself prepared. Parents of newly diagnosed children could be so frustrated, confused and lost in the beginning. But taking one day at a time, they learn to understand, to know their kids and act appropriately. Another problem that special needs parents can face is sleeping deprivation. No need to explain that getting enough sleep is one of the main parts of a healthy lifestyle, together with healthy eating habits and physical exercise. As humans, we cannot function normally if we don't have enough sleep night in, night out. It's hard to give any advice here. Every family is so different. I dare to offer a few options to improve the situation. Have you ever considered medications for your child to improve their sleep? Obviously, consulting with a doctor. I often hear that oh, my baby has to take so many pills a day that I don't want him to take any more. or parents are scared that sleeping pills can be addictive and that the child will get used to them and won't be able to fall asleep without them. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of this idea. Although at one point we had to consider a sleeping aid for our daughter. Her night sleep was fitful, so as parents we also were suffering from lack of sleep. Even being on night duty in turns didn't help, so we decided that it couldn't go this way any longer, and we started giving her sleeping pills. Olivia's sleeping pattern improved later on, and we just stopped giving it. If for any reason the medication is not the option, maybe there is a way to get a night nurse at least for a few nights a week, or apply for a respite care service. There are sleep clinics that can assess your child's sleeping pattern and advise on how it can be improved. You need to realize and decide for yourself what is your priority. Can you look after and care for your child the best way you can if you feel like hangovered after a sleepless night? Or does a night nurse fee worth your restful sleep? It could be a temporary measure that will help you to cope with everyday life. I'm not even talking about all other bells and whistles like weighted blankets, white noise players, or relaxing music, or appropriate bedtime routine. I'm sure all moms and dads research on the internet all the tricks to get their kids to sleep. I will continue this topic about coping mechanisms that keep special needs parents going. See you around. Many thanks for your time watching this video. Take care.